Welcome back students to learn again. Today we are going to learn chapter number 20, Understanding Democracy. This chapter is broadly divided into 5 parts. They are definition of democracy, the importance of democracy, a brief history of democracy, key features of democracy, and the final part deals with the programs by the Government of India. Students, in modern era, India is the largest democratic country in the world. But how did we get democracy? Our freedom fighters fought and sacrificed their lives to gain independence from British rule. After getting independence, our leader framed the constitution, made some laws to govern our country, and in this way our country is called as Democratic Republic. In this context, we will try to understand the democracy. Let us begin by defining what is meant by democracy. Democracy comes from a Greek word, demos, and the kratos. Demos means mob or people, and the meaning of kratos is rule or power. Democracy is the combination of these two words. So with this we come to the conclusion that democracy is the form of government in which the supreme power has been vested in the hands of people. It is defined as the form of government in which people have an equal say, means they have equal right in decisions. Democracy allows people to participate equally, either directly or through elected representatives, in proposal development and creation of law. Based on it, we have two forms of democracy. The first one is direct democracy and second is called as indirect democracy. Direct democracy is the form of government in which people directly participate in the process of governance. They are free to vote, to make their own laws. They can elect or dismiss officials and conduct trial themselves. Ancient Greece is the best example of direct democracy. In this democracy, people elect their representative to govern their country. These elected representatives take decisions on behalf of people for the betterment of the society and the country. As it is run by the representatives, it is also called as representative democracy. India, the USA, and France are the best example of indirect democracy. The advent of democracy. Well, advent means arrival of something. Students, democracy is being practiced all over in the world. But from where does the concept of democracy originated? Is it a modern phenomenon or all democracy existed earlier also? It may not be the way in which we understand democracy in modern times. But democratic ideas certainly have prevailed in history. It appears in the description of many ancient civilizations. Let us look at the history briefly to find when and where these ideas appear first. The origin of democracy found in Athens, which is in Greece, in the 6th century BCE. In its ancient form, it was called as direct democracy, wherein all citizens assembled at one place to make laws and they used to take their decisions regarding day-to-day matters of governance. During the medieval period, European rulers were making policy with the consult of church officials, various group of citizens, and it led to the formation of representative bodies of the citizens. In the course of time, feudalism in Europe was declined. Now, what is meant by feudalism? Feudalism is the social system in which people were given land. The responsibility of the protection of this land was towards the feudal lord. And in exchange of this protection, feudal lord used to collect revenue or money from people. This system was declined during medieval period. In 14th century, power shifted from the feudal lord to the king and common people. Another reason for shifting power away from the feudal lord and laid the foundation for the establishment of democracy is nationalism. Nationalism is the feeling of loyalty and devotion to one's nation, expressed by glorifying one nation above all others and stressing on the promotion of its culture and interests. In other words, we can say love for nation and trying to promote our culture, our interests than other nation. Renaissance in Europe. Renaissance means rebirth or revival. In other words, we can say development in old art, literature, science, and philosophy. The humanists of Renaissance revived Greek literature and culture, and that is why there was growth and implementation of the concept of democracy. Then legislative bodies were formed. Legislative means related to law, which make law. And these legislative bodies composed of representatives from both aristocratic and non-aristocratic family. Aristocratic is used for the royal or official people, and non-aristocratic means common people. The revolution also supported or straightened the root of the democracy. It was started in England in 1688. The blow of revolution destroyed absolute rule of British king. It made the ruler answerable to the parliament and the representative body of English people. The American War of Independence. British established their colonies all over in the world. They established 13 colonies in America. These colonies fought for their independence, and this fight is called as American War of Independence. This war ended the British imperialism in America. Now, what is meant by imperialism? Imperialism is the action of a powerful country that tries to gain control or influence over the economic, political, and social lives of weaker countries. In other way, we can say to rule over the poor countries and take all the economic, social, and political advantages from these countries. Ending the policy of British imperialism, American colonies ushered the new idea of the written constitution in the form of American Constitution, and that was enforced. Enforced means come to be existence in 1789. A new bill was formed which included the constitution that granted basic rights to citizens. These basic rights could not be violated even by the government too, and the citizens were entitled to the basic rights during the course of judicial proceeding as well. So students, we will stop here. Rest of the things we will see in the next video.